Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Ginger Pierce, and I'm one of the travel agents with Marvelous Mouse Travels. We are the agency that runs this Facebook group, along with several others that are focused on different destinations. And we are also a Disney Platinum level earmarked authorized vacation planner. And what that means is that we are recognized by Disney as being experts in their vacation products. We are trained directly by them, and we are also recognized as providing exceptional customer service to our clients. Welcome to Sundays with MMT. This is a weekly live agent panel video series that we do in one of our Facebook groups every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we are really excited to be in our Disney World group tonight to talk to you about the holidays, all of the holiday events that are coming up at Walt Disney World. And you might be thinking to yourself, Halloween is tomorrow. Why are we talking about Christmas? Well, over the next couple of weeks, Disney World will actually go through a magical transformation where it will go from Halloween to Christmas in the span of about a week. And so we're going to be talking to you about all of the fun things that are going to be coming up at the different parks and resort hotels. So believe it or not, this is the time of year to start talking about Christmas and how to enjoy the holidays at Disney World. So we would love it if you would ask questions, or if you would like to even chime in and let us know some of your favorite holiday traditions from Disney World. We are using a platform called StreamYard to go live this evening, which might ask you to approve to display your username and profile picture. If you want to post a comment, just know that you can decline that permission and you can still interact with us anonymously, and we would love to have you do that. So I'm joined tonight by three of our marvelous agents. Ladies, thank you so much for being with us tonight. And if you'll take just a little bit of time to tell everybody your name, how long you've been with the agency, and the best way for people to contact you if they're interested in planning a trip.
Hi, I'm Carrie Bacow, and I've been with the agency 5 months as of tomorrow. I'm very excited about that. The easiest way to reach me is my email, carrie.bacow@marvelousmousetravels.com.
Hi, I'm Christy Foreman, and I've been with the agency a little over 2 years, and you can reach me at christy@marvelousmousetravels.com.
Hey everyone, I'm Jen McGurn, and I've been with the agency for almost 5 years now. And you can reach me at my email address, jen.mcgurn@marvelousmousetravels.com.
And again, my name is Ginger Pierce. I've been with the agency just about 4.5 years. And the best way to reach out to me is to visit my blog, which you can find at gingermmt.com. So I think the best way for us to talk about this topic of the holidays at Disney World is just kind of go park to park and talk about the different things that are happening at each park, and then we'll end with some of the resort hotels, because that's the cool thing about Disney at Christmas time, is that there really is something everywhere. So from Disney Springs to the resort hotel that you're staying at to the parks, there's something everywhere, just those little seasonal touches that make it really special. So let's start with the iconic Castle Park at Disney World. Let's start with the Magic Kingdom. What are some of the holiday events or offerings that you can find in the Magic Kingdom?
Well, my favorite is, of course, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. That's an extra ticketed event. Magic Kingdom at Christmas time, whether you go to the party or not, is just incredible. It's the most beautiful time of the year to be there. But if you can add the Christmas party onto your visit, it takes it just to that next magical level for the holidays, with the special parades and special character meets and treats. It's amazing. It's my favorite thing about the holidays at Walt Disney World.
Absolutely. Now we are all going to be
Main Street.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Carrie.
No.
I'm sorry, Ginger. I was just adding on. Sorry. I love when it snows on Main Street because I live in Florida, so we don't get snow. So to me, that's an extra treat when I saw that picture. And they do a different parade and different character costumes. So it's really different from the day activities. I love that about it. That it's.
And I look forward to the cookies and cocoa.
Oh, yes. Which are included with that party ticket. So that's a fun thing to keep in mind too. Yes, we are going, several of us are going on our agency's annual conference here in just a couple of weeks. Are any of you guys going to the Christmas party during the conference specifically?
Yes.
You are, Jen? Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. We have our
Yeah.
matching shirts ready to go. I love it. I'm not going to be
Awesome.
there and not go.
I know. I'm not going to go at the conference. I'll be at the conference. I'm not going to go to the party during conference. But Evan and I, my husband, are actually going for our 15th anniversary. We got married in December. So we're going on a 15th anniversary trip and we're going to do the party in December. So I'm super
That's
excited
so
about it.
fun.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. And,
Nice.
I think lots of times people think, okay, well, what is included in this party? And we've already kind of hit on a couple of things, but you are getting an exclusive parade, which up until the week of Christmas, you can't see that parade anywhere else. Like you're not going to see it in the Magic Kingdom during the day. You're not going to see the special characters out. Like there's lots of extra character meet opportunities during the party. The rides are open. It's a smaller crowd level than what you're going to find in the parks during the day. So it's just a really great way to experience the park at Christmas time. And like you guys mentioned already, it kind of takes it to that next level of holiday cheer.
But even if you can't make the party, I mean, Magic Kingdom at Christmas is still the Magic Kingdom at Christmas, and it's still gorgeous with the overlays on the castle and all of the decorations. It's still a really magical experience if you can't make the party.
Mm-hmm. And there's also special themed treats in every park, as well as at the resorts and Disney Springs. So if you want like a cupcake that's, Christmassy, you can find that. Or if you want special themed beverages and stuff like that, you're going to be able to find it as well. So the dates on the party, if you are interested in the party, are November 8th through December 22nd. And I believe it was Jen that mentioned that is a separate ticketed event. So if you're interested in that, definitely reach out to one of our Marvelous Mouse agents who can help you, get that set up and then provide you with special tips and tricks for getting the most out of the party. But like Jen said, even if you aren't able to make it to the party, still definitely carve out some time for Magic Kingdom, because I honestly think if I had to pick one park to go to during Christmas, it would probably be the Magic Kingdom. Epcot would be a very, very close second, though.
I was going to say that's a tough choice between the
two. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and scoot on over to Epcot and let's talk a little bit about some of the holiday offerings in that park, which is probably all times of year my favorite Disney park is Epcot.
They have my absolute favorite event at Epcot during the holidays. It's the Candlelight Processional. They have a massive orchestra it used to be a choir of high school and cast members, but now it's cast members, and the Voices of Liberty are there, and it's narrated by narrated by a famous narrator, and it's the Christ story that's narrated, and it's just a beautiful show, and it's beautifully put together, and it's just magical in itself. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Absolutely. I agree.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. I got to sing in that actually in high school, back when they
So did I.
doing high school. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite Disney memories is getting to do that, which that's
when
the
I was
whole
a
process.
cast member, I got to sing in it too.
Oh, that's super cool.
That's really neat.
And it was cool getting to, of course, as a cast member, you get to experience backstage all the time. But for me as a high school student, like getting to be backstage at Disney and stuff, it was really neat to see like the other side of it and to have them talk to you a little bit about, the backstage protocols versus the on-stage protocols. It was just really, really interesting. Yeah.
Well, and
so
I love the International Festival of the Holidays. I mean, Epcot's known for their festivals throughout the year, and this one definitely is up there as one of my favorites. As you make your way through the World Showcase, you see how each of those countries celebrate the holidays, and there's storytelling and entertainment. There's themed treats for the area that you're in, and it's so pretty. It's just so beautiful to walk through there. It's very peaceful, I feel, at Christmas time versus the excitement and the hustle and bustle of Magic Kingdom. But when you go to Epcot for the festival, it's so, I just feel like it's very calming.
Absolutely.
Some of the storytellers are dressed like their Santa Claus from their country.
Yeah.
So that's what's so amazing about those storytellers.
Yeah.
They really try to pull in their own culture. It's very, very neat to see. I also like the cookie stroll.
Cookie stroll.
Yeah.
the cookie stroll, excuse me, where you go to each one and with your little card and check off, yep, got all my cookies. Yep. Little tip for that, bring a popcorn basket or bucket and put them in there.
Oh,
I know this is like, yeah, it keeps them soft so you don't have to eat them all. And you have them to take with you.
Yeah. That's a great tip because that would be a lot of cookies in a very short period of time if you're trying to like eat them in real time. Yeah, that would be a lot. What I love about those, like there's a cheese stroll during the Food and Wine Festival, and there's the cookie stroll during the Festival of the Holidays. But I like that because it's a fun way to get you to try new things. Like you might not necessarily want that cookie, but because it's on the cookie stroll, you're going to try it, and you might be like, "Oh my gosh, this is my new favorite cookie in the world." So I like that it kind of forces you out of your comfort zone a little bit. This person said, "Oh, I love that Saint Nick by Country is so cool." It really is. I think my favorite Santa Claus is the one from France, though. I think it's Papa Noel. If I may be butchering the way you say it or his name, but it was very cool to listen to him talk about their traditions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you are interested in experiencing the candlelight processional, there's a couple different ways that you can do that. Now, and the same thing for the Festival of the Holidays. Enjoying the festival is no additional cost just to walk around and hear the storytellers and stuff like that. If you want to try the food items, you obviously pay a la carte for those, but the candlelight processional is not an additional charge. So anyone can queue up to experience that. Or there's a special dining package that you can book, or you can have your travel agent book that will give you dinner at a particular time at a particular restaurant, but then it also gives you reserved seating for a particular show time. So that's a really great way to experience that as well. If you don't want to have to worry about waiting in a standby line, you can go with that option, and it takes a little bit of the stress out of it. So let's go ahead and head over to Hollywood Studios, which is a super quick boat ride from Epcot, or you can travel there via Skyliner if you'd prefer. But what are some of y'all's favorite things from Hollywood Studios at Christmas time?
Well, I am a huge nerd when it comes to character meals. 50 years old and still can't wait to get to a character meal. And one of my favorite character meals is Hollywood and Vine. Minnie is the host of the holiday meal. They are all decked out in their holiday best, and it's so festive and it's so fun. That's one of my favorite things about going to Hollywood Studios at that time of the year. That particular meal gets me every time.
So fun.
It is. And Goofy's dressed as Santa, and you have your photo op with him as you walk in. It's just really fun.
I really love the projection show that they do on the Tower of Terror every night. And that is called, oh goodness, that I don't remember. There used to be a name for it. I don't know that it actually has a special name for this year, but they do like character projections or all kinds of projections, kind of like they do on the castle in Magic Kingdom. They just do them on the Tower of Terror. And that happens, every night at different increments. And so that's really cool. You can just kind of be walking through the park at nighttime and you're treated to this beautiful light show. Also, they have a really, some of my favorite Christmas decorations, I think, are in Hollywood Studios, because Hollywood Studios has that kind of retro aesthetic. And so a lot of their Christmas ornaments feel very vintage, and they feel like things that I would have seen on my grandmother's Christmas tree, things that she's had since the 40s or 50s or something like that. And so I love that element of nostalgia to it as well, and I think it's probably some of my favorite decorations across the whole resort.
And Santa's very cool there because he's in a convertible in the motorcade.
Yes.
So
Oh, yeah.
That's very true.
Yes.
There was one thing I moved us on from Epcot actually a little too quick before we mentioned the special overlay this year for the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. So the newest ride in Epcot is the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, which is an incredible indoor coaster. But one of the coolest things about that ride is it is set to this amazing soundtrack. Well, they are updating that soundtrack with holiday classics, and so it's going to be cool. You're going to get to ride it and listen to Christmas music while you ride it.
I can't wait.
Pretty neat.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too.
Yeah.
So let's move over to Animal Kingdom a little bit and talk about some of the things that you can do over at Animal Kingdom. Obviously, you know, they have their own beautiful Christmas tree. This one is actually right outside as you're walking towards the entrance to the park, and they have decorated it, as you can see, with, you know, cultural things from Africa and in India and a lot of the places that are represented inside the park. Everything's very natural. It all looks handmade, which is one of the cool things about Animal Kingdom. But what are some of y'all's favorite traditions from Animal Kingdom for the holidays?
I like the flotillas. So it's not quite as cool as the convertible, but Santa does come down the Discovery River on a flotilla, and so do the drummers. They come through, and that's really fun to just kind of pick a spot along that river. You have plenty of places to choose from, and just wait for them to make their way by. But I do love the decorations because it's so different than any other park. It's so fun to see that, the different cultures.
It's very earthy and just gets that down home feeling.
Yes, very much so.
And Pandora, I mean, Pandora is so gorgeous all the time at night, but when you add Christmas lights to Pandora, I mean, it just takes it to a whole nother level.
That's true. Yeah. They also have, it's a fairly new thing they started doing just a couple of years ago, but they have their magical menagerie, which are like these puppets, for lack of a better word. And they kind of tell stories with them. And because that's, you know, what Disney is so great at is storytelling and finding cool ways to tell stories. And so I love the way that they do that with the magical menagerie. And they're all kind of, you know, winter themed and everything, but they also have special projections on the Tree of Life, which is cool. They always do projections, but these are, you know, winter themed. And so that's kind of their answer in Animal Kingdom to the projections on the Tower of Terror or the castle from Magic Kingdom. I also like that even the music, like the Christmas music they play in Animal Kingdom, still sounds like Animal Kingdom music. You know, like you're not going to hear, you know, like Andy Williams. It's the most wonderful time of the year. You know, it's very themed to Animal Kingdom, which I like. So let's talk about some of the resort hotels. Honestly, some of my favorite Christmas decorations are in the resort hotel. The picture that was just on the screen is from the Boardwalk Inn, which is in the Epcot resort area. Does anybody have a particular favorite resort in terms of decorations or holiday offerings?
Oh, that's hard.
Mine is the Beach Club. Sorry. I think we all kind of went at the same time. Yeah, of course, you know, the big one I won't say, but Beach Club has a gingerbread carousel that moves around. And for whatever reason, I just think that is the most fabulous thing at Christmas. Awesome. I have to see it every year.
My favorite is the Wilderness Lodge. And the close second is Animal Kingdom because they're similar to a point.
For sure. Both of those are very natural, kind of like the decorations in Animal Kingdom, like very handmade, feeling beautiful.
Grand Floridian, I mean,
can't beat it.
That huge gingerbread house and the treats and the way it smells when you walk in. Oh my gosh, Ginger, look at that. That's my favorite place. I do make a point to tell people you are allowed to visit other resorts. I always try to make sure that people understand. And to me, when you visit during the holidays, You literally need to plan a day to do that, just like you would plan a day at the parks. Make your way through those resorts because each one is so unique and so different. You're not just going and seeing the same Christmas tree all the time. It's a different experience. And I always leave myself a day to go and explore the resorts.
Absolutely. And, Beach Club does have that awesome carousel, but right next door at Yacht Club, they have this whole like miniature village. And it's like, it's like the snow villages that you tend to see, but there's Disney characters hidden in there. And it's just a really fun kind of Easter egg hunt for kids to go through and find the different characters. Obviously, I would agree that I think my overall favorite is Grand Floridian, but I also really love the Christmas decorations at Art of Animation, which is actually one of the value resorts. Like, it doesn't have to be a deluxe resort. Yeah, here's the big tree in Art of Animation. It doesn't have to be a deluxe resort for them to deck it out. They've got super cool kind of retro feeling ornaments and everything, and it's a white Christmas tree as opposed to the traditional green. So I just love the decorations here. And this is where the past couple Christmases, we stayed in that resort. And so it's kind of got like a emotional tie for me for Christmas time because I'm used to staying there at Christmas. So
that's where we're staying in December. We're going to the party and staying there. So
awesome. Very cool. I love that resort. I love the Skyliner. I love the theming of that resort. It's just a great choice. It really is.
Yeah. It is.
So let's talk about Disney Springs. We can't really talk about holidays at Disney World without talking about Disney Springs. I think obviously most people's favorite thing about Disney Springs would be the trees, the tree trail.
Tree trail.
Absolutely.
Tree trail.
Somebody tell us what the tree trail is for people who might not know.
So the tree trail, I believe they actually have a scavenger hunt, and you go and there's different trees. Like last year or the year before, there was Disney Plus tree, and there was a Night Before Christmas tree, and it's all different trees that you wouldn't even think that would be Christmas trees. And you can also go, each one you find, you might get a treat somewhere, like the Francesca's or something. There's a couple of places that you might get a treat.
Very cool. Yeah, and those, just like the trees in the park or the trees in the resort, those trees are beautifully decorated and immaculately themed. One of my favorite ones is the Star Wars tree because I love Star Wars. And they've got little lightsabers sticking out of the top of it and all kinds of stuff. It's like they really do it very, very well. And they're all over. Like Disney Springs is free. It's free parking. There's no admission. You can just show up and you can walk through, and you can walk all over Disney Springs and looking for these trees. Like, you could spend a whole day doing that in addition to just spending a whole day touring the resort. So you don't necessarily have to have a park ticket every single day. There's still plenty of holiday stuff that you can do for free at Disney World.
And they have flurries throughout the evening, and Santa's there, and there's holiday themed entertainment near World of Disney. So that's a whole day in itself too, or at least an evening. Plan a nice meal at Disney Springs and spend the evening after you've toured all the hotels.
Absolutely. That's a great choice. Awesome. Well, I think that we have covered most of everything that they do. There's a couple of comments that have come through that we can go ahead and flash up here. Oh, so I don't know who that's. It might be mine. It might be Jen's. I'm not sure, but it might be Carrie's. I don't know. But thank you to whoever's ears you're talking about. I appreciate it. Let's see. Walt Disney World is so different for the holidays. What is a must-do that we wouldn't see? Oh, that's a good question. What's a must-do at Disney World that you wouldn't see at Disneyland?
I would say the festival at Epcot.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Very cool.
The cookie show.
Let's see. Oh, yes. Those overlay. It really is amazing. The projection mapping that they do for the castle and the Tower of Terror and the tree. Like, I don't know how they do it. I don't understand how that technology works, but it feels like magic because it's amazing. Yeah.
It's like, wait, what am I in the right line for this ride?
I know.
It looks totally different.
Yeah, it does. All right. Well, I
So
think that
beautiful.
we've gotten all of our comments. So thank you all so much for watching with us tonight and for interacting with us. If you are happening to catch this video after it's no longer live and you're like, oh, I wish I could ask a question, you still can. We still monitor these after the fact, both on Facebook and YouTube for comments. So feel free to go ahead and drop the comments. We'll come back and answer those questions for you. Keep in mind that if you're interested in planning a trip to Walt Disney World, that it is no additional charge to work with one of our agents. You're going to pay the same amount to book with us that you would pay to book right on Disney's website. But when you book through us, you're going to get a lot of pro tips. You're going to get a lot of firsthand experience, extra planning help that you're not going to get going it on your own. So be sure to reach out to any of us. You can find our contact information back at the beginning of the video if you happen to join us a little bit late. But we can also help you with a cruise, all-inclusive vacation, international travel, pretty much anywhere in the world that you want to go. There's a Marvelous Mouse agent that can help you get there. But again, thank you so much for watching with us tonight, and we hope to see you again really soon for another episode of Sundays with MMT. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.